Picture a spam filter that never lets a single junk email through. Impressive until you notice it also quietly deleted your job offer and your bank statement. Now flip it. A filter so gentle it blocks nothing, so your inbox drowns in junk. These two failures pull in completely opposite directions, and accuracy alone can't tell them apart, because it blends everything into one number. That's exactly the gap precision and recall were built to fill. They give you two separate lenses on the same classifier, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's unpack them. So why not just trust accuracy? Here's the problem side by side. Accuracy asks how often the model was right overall. That sounds reasonable until the positive class is rare. Predict negative for everyone, and you can score 99% while catching absolutely nothing. The number looks great and tells you almost nothing about the job that mattered. Precision and recall zoom in on the positive class specifically. One asks how trustworthy your flags are, the other asks how many real cases you actually caught. Together they describe a classifier far more honestly than a single blended percentage ever could, especially when one outcome is rare and the naive number is quietly meaningless. Here's the part people miss. Precision and recall aren't fixed. There's a dial you can turn, and turning it trades one for the other. Watch the loop. Every probability model needs a threshold to turn scores into yes or no decisions. Say, flag anything above 50% confidence. That single cutoff is the dial that controls this whole balancing act, and where you set it is a real design choice. Lower the threshold and you flag more aggressively. Now you catch more of the actual positives, so recall climbs. You're missing fewer real cases, which is exactly what you want when a miss is dangerous. But there's no free lunch. Flagging more also drags in more false alarms, so precision drops. Push the other way, raise the threshold, be more conservative, and precision recovers while recall falls. You can trade one for the other, but you can't have both pinned at the top at the same time. That tension is the whole game. So you pick the operating point that fits your problem. A cancer screen leans hard toward recall because missing a real case is the worst possible outcome, and a few extra false alarms are tolerable. A spam filter or a system that recommends some expensive action leans toward precision because crying wolf is the costly mistake. You choose deliberately based on which error hurts more. Boil it all down and three ideas carry the whole picture. Precision is the correctness of your positive predictions. Of everything the model flagged, what fraction was actually right? It's true positives over all predicted positives, and it punishes false alarms. Recall, also called sensitivity, is coverage of the actual positives. Of every real case out there, what fraction did the model actually catch? It's true positives over all actual positives, and it punishes misses. High recall means very few real cases slip past you. The threshold trades one against the other. Move it and precision and recall slide in opposite directions, so which one you favor depends entirely on the cost of your errors. When you need a single number, the F1 score fuses the two together. Alright, let's lock in the essentials. Precision and recall are two complementary metrics that describe a classifier far better than accuracy, especially when one class is rare. Precision measures how many of your flags were correct, so it punishes false alarms. Recall measures how many real cases you caught, so it punishes misses. Moving the decision threshold trades one for the other, and which matters more depends on whether a miss or a false alarm costs you more. A cancer screen wants high recall, a spam filter wants high precision, and the F1 score combines them when you need one number. If this way of explaining machine learning clicks for you, there's a whole lot more waiting at Standarity.com. Come say hi.